Roots of American independence. Native American societies thrived with diverse cultures, languages, and traditions. They developed complex social structures and sustainable agricultural practices, deeply respecting nature and living in harmony with their environment. European exploration brought profound changes. Driven by the quest for new trade routes and resources, explorers like Columbus and Cortés initiated contact, leading to cultural exchanges and the eventual colonization of the Americas. The establishment of the 13 colonies marked a new era. Settlers faced harsh conditions but built communities based on European models, developing distinct regional economies and cultures across New England, the Middle and Southern colonies. Colonial life was multifaceted, with an economy rooted in agriculture, trade, and craftsmanship. Families played a central role, and social hierarchies emerged, reflecting the diverse origins and aspirations of colonists. The French and Indian War reshaped North American power dynamics. As a part of the larger 7 Years' War, it pitted British and colonial forces against French and Native American alliances, ultimately altering territorial control. Tensions with British rule began to grow as colonies felt increasingly exploited. Economic and legislative pressures created resentment, fueling a sense of injustice and desire for greater autonomy. The Stamp Act intensified colonial protests against taxation without representation. It galvanized public sentiment, leading to widespread resistance and organized opposition, which united various colonies against a common adversary. The Boston Massacre escalated hostilities between colonists and British forces. The subsequent Boston Tea Party demonstrated colonial defiance as protesters boldly destroyed British tea, symbolizing their rejection of oppressive policies. The Intolerable Acts were punitive measures by Britain in response to colonial defiance. These harsh laws further alienated the colonies, pushing them closer to collective resistance and eventual rebellion. In response to British oppression, the First Continental Congress convened. Representatives from various colonies met to discuss joint actions, laying the groundwork for unified resistance and eventual independence. The battles of Lexington and Concord marked the start of armed conflict between colonists and British troops. These skirmishes galvanized colonial resistance and led to widespread support for independence. The Declaration of Independence, drafted by Thomas Jefferson, was adopted on July 4, 1776. It proclaimed the colony's separation from Britain, asserting unalienable rights and the pursuit of happiness. The Revolutionary War saw colonial militias and the Continental Army, led by George Washington, battle British forces. Key victories like Saratoga and Yorktown were pivotal in securing independence. The Articles of Confederation, America's first constitution, created a loose confederation of states with limited central authority. Though they united the states, their weaknesses soon became apparent, necessitating change. The Treaty of Paris, 1783, formally ended the Revolutionary War. Britain recognized American independence and ceded significant territory. The treaty established boundaries and laid the groundwork for westward expansion. The Constitutional Convention convened in 1787 to address the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. Delegates debated fiercely, ultimately creating a robust framework for a new national government. Ratification of the U.S. Constitution faced opposition from anti-federalists who feared central power. Federalists advocated strongly, ensuring the Constitution's approval by the necessary 9 states. The Federalist Papers, written by Hamilton, Madison, and Jay, argued for a balanced government. The Bill of Rights was added, guaranteeing individual freedoms and quelling fears of tyranny. George Washington's presidency set many precedents, including the cabinet system. His leadership stabilized the nascent nation, fostering unity and establishing the executive branch's authority. Federal institutions like the Treasury and Judiciary were established, shaping policies that would guide the young republic. Washington's decisions laid the foundation for a functioning federal government.